Welcome back to the Lightbox and to the silver coin hoard. Well, some of you will obviously have noticed that when I posted the video of the discovery of this silver coin hoard, 19 silver coins in total, I forgot to add in the Lightbox at the end. Well, I didn't actually forget. I did do the recording, but unfortunately the audio wasn't very good, and when I was editing and posting the video, I was away from home, and as a result it wasn't good enough quality, so I couldn't do it. So I thought I would do a follow-up of the silver coin hoard now. So for any of you who missed it, have a look back to my previous video and you will see this incredible discovery that I made. And what I'll do is I'll just show you some of the coins. I've also added in I think one other item that I didn't find this day, which I hadn't done in the Lightbox previously. So let's have a closer look. That was the George V silver shilling. That was the George VI silver shilling. I've gone up that way a little bit. Oops, sorry, I forgot to turn my pinpointer off earlier. I've gone up a little bit, just thought I'll work my way around in case there's a wee coin spill, and almost directly opposite that silver coin we've got a very jumpy 88 to 96. Still in there. Gonna be a tin can, isn't it? Oh, look at that, it's turned to junk. Well, it's anywhere from 44 all the way up to 99. Look at that. It's going to be a bit of pipe or something, isn't it? Is that a shotgun cap? No, it's a fuse. I've got writing. Made in England. Is it a fuse? I think it might be. Is that a massive fuse? I'm very close to power lines. No way. That's coins. That is coins. It is. It's some sort of coin holder. I don't believe it. This is fascinating. I really want to do this on camera, but I should wait till I get home, but I'm too excited. Right, as you can see, it is definitely 1 shilling, 1926. But look, I've managed to... Look, there's a little bit of movement there. Can you see that? Let me zoom in. Watch that. You see that wee bit of movement? And the first coin is loose. So, I'm going to try and pull it off. There you go. Now that is a coin. What a beauty. Well, it's seen better days. It has seen better days, but that is a coin. That is a shilling. And that is George V. We've got another one directly below it. This is when I could do with an extra pair of hands. So that is a pretty impressive haul. We have got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 shillings and 2 sixpences. This coin is from George III, so that's not related. But a shilling, these bigger coins, of which there are 17, they were worth 12 pence in the old days, and as the name suggests, the 2 sixpences, they were worth 6 pence each. So in total, we've got 216 pence. Now at the time, a pound was 240 pence. So 240 pence to the pound in the pre-decimal era. All the coins are 50% silver, so not 100% or not 92.5%. That changed in 1920, and they're all pre-1947. So just before we talk about the coins, this is the little spoon handle that I found, which has got some marks on it. You can see some letters and some numbers just on here. Let me give that a wee zoom. But I just cannot decipher what they say. It looks like we've got INO, possibly a T and an A, and then maybe some sort of symbol, but I'm really not certain. So I think it's maybe pewter, part of a pewter spoon handle, but do let me know in the comments. We've also got this coin here, which initially I thought was probably George the First, but a few of you are suggesting it may be an earlier George the Third. So if it's George the Third, that'll put it somewhere around, well, between 1760 and 1820. However, if it's an early George the Third, it's probably sometime around 1760 to 1780. But do let me know now that you've had a closer look. I thought it was an earlier one because often the early Georgian coins kind of looked like Britannia's wearing a ball gown. And also it's misstruck and it's a bit uneven. It's not perfectly circular, but again, let me know. The coins are a mixture of George V and his son, George VI. However, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4 of the shillings are George VI and 1 of the sixpences, and everything else is George V. Now some of them have fared better than others. I think this was the one that was right on the top of the holder when it came out, so it's kind of oxidized a little bit more, but you can see the date 1923, so it's one of the earliest ones. I put them all into date order. The earliest coin is 1920 and the last coin is actually 1948, so that means it's not silver. 1947 is when we ditched silver in the coins altogether. So as mentioned before, in total value it's 216 pence, and to put that into to pints of beer, which I always like to do, well, in 1939 you could have bought a pint of ale for 4 pence. So these coins here would have bought you probably 4 or maybe even 5 pints of beer. So that is a pretty tough loss for somebody to take back in the 1920s, 1930s, and even right through to the 1940s. So the oldest coin, this one here, inflation, this is a 1948 shilling. Well, in 1948 you could have bought a pint of ale for 1 shilling. So this is one pint back in the old days. I say old days, it's not exactly that long ago, but still. Some very nice coins, and I love the decoration on them with the lion and the crown. Some of them are in far better condition than others, but on the whole, pretty fantastic. I also wanted to add in this little lead weight that I discovered. Now, I got this a couple of videos ago, but I didn't put it in the light box. Some of you commented, many of you in fact, commenting that you thought it was an I and a V. Some people suggesting, could it be Roman? Well, you never know. I mean, we do have Roman finds around these fields. Now, I weighed it at the time. I thought it probably weighed about 10 or 15 grams. It actually weighs 21 grams. So I really don't know if that's got any kind of significance, but definitely it does look like an I and a V. So 4. So I've no idea what the relationship is between 4 and between 21 grams. Lastly, this is the holder. So this is what the coins were in. You can see on the bottom, made in England. And I've been able to give it a really good clean out, and the little spring mechanism to release the coins works fairly well. I tried to put the coins back in it, but after I put 2 or 3 coins in, it started to jam. So for the moment, I'll just leave it. But it's bound by leather, which is in a pretty reasonable condition. It's dried out quite nicely. I didn't want it to dry too fast in case it all cracked and fell apart, but Some people have suggested, and I think they're right, that this was probably for payment for the farmers, for the farmhands, because I've since discovered that in the 1940s, the field where the coins were found was in fact a strawberry farm. So I think this was probably held by the farmer, and he would have used it to hand out wages at the end of the day to his employees who had been picking strawberries all day. So there you go. Not a bad wee haul. Not the oldest of silver coin hoards that you'll ever find, but I'm pretty delighted. So, hope you all enjoyed that, and thanks for watching. We will see you on the next dig. Take care.